Currently the average cost of a satellite launch is about $200 million, and in the US last year, for example, there were just 22 launches. Peter Beck says once his rocket is operational he's looking to go to space for $5 million, and as frequently as once a week. At the heart of Rocket Lab's sales pitch is its Electron rocket, designed specially to take small satellites into orbit. The rocket is mainly carbon fiber and its engines are all 3D printed. Whereas it would normally take months to produce an engine, we can produce it in 24 hours, says Beck. In its first test flight this May, the rocket successfully entered space but did not reach orbit. 2 more test flights are planned. At the moment, small satellite makers often hitch rides on existing launches, which have a big satellite as their main cargo but still have some room to spare. However, with demand for Earth observation increasing, weather, travel, maps, manufacturers need flexible ways to arrange getting into space. It is this gap that Beck says Rocket Lab is planning to fill. Instead of waiting for a suitable space on a big rocket, now you can just go online and click a few buttons and you've bought a launch. One firm keen to use Rocket Lab's Electron launcher is San Francisco's Planet Labs, which designs and builds its own miniature CubeSats weighing just 4 kilograms. Unlike traditional commercial communications satellites in high geostationary orbits, 35,700 kilometers, 22,200 miles, above the Earth, Planet Labs satellites, called doves, fly much lower at just 500 kilometers, that's the distance from London to Cologne in Germany. This lower orbit means the spacecraft can use smaller cameras and still get decent image resolutions, bringing the weight and cost down to a fraction of traditional satellites. Being small and relatively cheap means new designs can be tested and built quickly, the firm says.